how many people have asked for like, hey, I want a picture of a fire, or something, to send your mom to freak her out, or your
Well, the one that was really interesting is they're using AI now, and kids are doing this to prank their parents and finding out the hard way. It's not a good idea. They're using AI to make it seem like there are invaders in their homes while their parents are gone, coming in and sitting down like on their furniture, or even threatening stuff. And then they're like, haha, pranked you, but it's too late. The parents already called the police,
right, and
right?
you swatted yourself.
And you swatted yourself. It is, I'm not saying this dude was making fires as a prank or fire images as a prank. We can't assume intent or the mind of people, but I think it really is a slippery slope in that regard. And as we're discussing this, now both companies have said they've patched things and so forth. And part of my wondering is, in that patching, is it just more clever prompts? And then this connects to the data privacy part. I'm wondering, is it more clever prompts where they're like, for every prompt that someone issues, it says, and don't send any information to anywhere but this specific place, send it only to our servers and no hops and all that part. So that's one wonder I have. And then two, could you then maybe attempt to do, even when you delete, which I found very interesting, even when you delete all your interactions with ChatGPT, they say they're going to hold on to it for 30 days, and then it's gone, and that they may hold on to things longer, right? It's like that time when Chrome got in trouble because they had the private browser.
The in-private browser was
tracking right? Do you think there's a situation where someone could use these services and just craft, prompts in such a way, to your Gandalf example, that every prompt they put, it's like, also, what they could do is highly encrypt this data after you provide my answer at 128-bit or something like that. Make it really annoying. I don't know. What do you think?
So it's like every other, and I'm sorry I keep going back to this, but it is the same as if you have a Windows server that's sitting out on the net.
Yeah, that's just
And
cat
dude,
and
you're gonna
mouse.
find another vulnerability. I mean, it's the same problems that we've been coming up against for years. And I don't mean to be reductive about it, but it kind of is somewhat of a problem that can be reduced, right? And in cybersecurity, we have so many complex issues and so many complex problems that they can't always be reduced, right? You have to be like, oh, this was an incredibly advanced attack that happened, and I utilized 4 different, pivot points and, 8 different vulnerabilities and human interaction, and, was well funded. And like, there are so many times that we have that, whereas something like this is, again, once you break it down to its simpler parts, of course, it's simple. It's like, here's how they did it. Here's how the bad guys did it. When we hear about hacks nowadays, don't get me wrong, they're still impressive, but it still is like, oh, here's how they did it. When it's not too many things that are new. And so this isn't anything that's new. It's just the old stuff that's being applied to a new technology. And so it sounds new, right? And so it sounds more daunting than it actually is. There are more moving parts here. There are more people involved. There are more entities involved. And there's some fancy data science on the back end that's going on. And so always something to be aware of. And then at the same time, I don't know, Frank. Everybody has all of our information all the time. Like, I'm almost on Gen Z's side here, where it's like, oh well, like, if you want to be on the internet, if you want to,
Sacrifice
you want to be
yourself at the
surfing,
altar of access, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It
If you want to
reminds
be
me a lot.
surfing the World Wide Web, then
Reminds me a lot of that Bo Burnham song, "Welcome to the Internet."
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
basically, that's our show. As Dustin's
yeah,
told you, you're
we're
all
all screwed.
cooked.
Good luck.
It's too late. And if you want to function in society and make money so you don't die and can't eat, just get rid of your identity.
No, but okay. So then the answer here. So good point. I'm being very defeatist here, but
And that's
answer
okay.
here,
That can be an answer, by the way. Defeatism is an answer, like, or maybe nihilism. Or what is just accepting the void? Was that Nietzsche say, don't jump in the void or you're a monster in there or something?